Welcome back to We Like That podcast.
Because we like that. I'm Joe.
And I'm Calvin.
Oh my God, what?
Get excited. Get excited.
Welcome back to We Like That podcast.
Because we like that. Get excited.
What is happening? Why? Happy Valentine's Day.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug. I had a very nice Valentine's Day.
Bet you did. You was balling out of control, weren't you?
I wasn't the one balling out of control.
Spending money like you make it.
You were balling
Spending
out of
money
control.
like you the treasury. Just printing and spending money.
You balling out of control.
So we will be homeless next weekend. So this is the last
With
podcast.
no power and no heat.
Exactly.
So
this is the last podcast for a couple of months. Hope you enjoy. Let's make it the best. Let's make it the greatest one ever.
But no, I really appreciated all of your very thoughtful gifts. Very nice. And my card. I'm going to put that up at work when I get back to the office. So.
Oh, God.
I loved it. Loved it so much. All right. Before that happened, I thought we could roll it back to the good old days of the verses that we would find. Not the actual verses, trademark, but by Soul Faces Media, those verses.
That happened with Joe.
Boom. So this
song version.
They're doing R&B queens versus R&B kings. Very interested to know how this is going to go.
Men rule, women drool.
We got Kings versus R&B Queens versus Mary J. Blige. Let's go.
R. Kelly. Song already wins. Body. Kelly. Don't matter. The rapist. Don't even matter. She already lost. Okay, she got a chance.
Mary.
Stop.
I love this song.
Stop.
I love that song.
How long is this?
I don't know.
My God. If we gonna play every song they made, we gonna okay.
Okay. So they actually put this into little categories.
Sad thing is, R. Kelly probably wrote a lot of those songs Mary J. Blige is singing.
We have computers. We can Google that. I don't know that he necessarily wrote every single song ever in the world.
I didn't say he wrote everyone, but I said he probably wrote a couple of those songs.
Okay.
That being said, it's not even close. It was.
So
I hate to say it was R. Kelly.
Category most iconic intro. Okay. Up and Grind. Wow, I didn't realize that was 1994. And that is versus I'm Going Down, 1995. They're just talking about the intro to the song.
This R. Kelly.
It's Mary J. Blige.
Is
I'm
it-
Going Down. The intro. I'm Going Down
Is it my mind's telling me no,
for Bump and Grind.
but my body? It's R. Kelly.
Hey,
If
as the intro.
that's the intro to my mind's telling me no, but my body. If that's the intro to that song, it's that song. It's R. Kelly.
Why
That was iconic.
the intro?
Yes, everybody does the intro. As soon as they hear the intro, everybody loses their mind.
It's the same thing for I'm Going Down. Everybody knows what song this is about to be.
That song is on it's not on the same level. I'm sorry.
I don't understand
And
you.
if you
Next category is Dance for Classic. Okay. By the remix from 2002. Why did I think that came out 2003? Versus Family Affair 2001. I'll give you remix. I'll give you Ignition remix. I'll give you that.
honestly, I don't care for either. But I would play the remix to Ignition way more than I played other songs.
Most memorable collab is the next one. That's Fiesta featuring Jay-Z, someone named Boo, and Gotti. And that's the remix of 2001. Oh, the heck is Boo? Then
It don't matter. Jay-Z's on
we've
it.
got
so
I Can Love You featuring Lil' Kim, 1997. I'm gonna say that one for me.
Okay.
Personally, for me,
Okay.
it's that one. I Can Love You featuring Lil' Kim.
The one people probably pick is the I Can Love You one.
Mhm.
Fiesta has the bigger star. Jay-Z.
Please.
That's it. That's it.
Please.
That's it. It's Jay-Z.
Please.
And you can say please. I'm just telling you. But I will take I Can Love You, the remix.
Now they have a category called Best Storytelling. I don't know that I would have chose this song for him, but whatever. Best Storytelling, Down Low, Nobody Has to Know,
Yes.
featuring the Isley Brothers.
Yes.
For him?
They probably no one's wants everybody
Trapped
hates,
in the Closet's not gonna make that list.
everybody hates Trapped in the Closet.
Everybody hates it.
First of all, it got weird. It got weird really fast. It got weird. And let's not talk about half of it didn't even make sense. Half of it didn't even make sense.
What about the song you did with
And it
Usher?
was too damn
What
long.
about the song you did with Usher?
Same girl?
Yeah, what about that one?
Okay. But they didn't pick that one.
Okay. Wait, so is the Down Low one, is that the start of the Mr. Big?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I prefer the remix to Down Low
Okay.
for me. So whichever one
But
anybody
aren't there
picks.
different parts to the Mr. Big one?
Yes. But whichever one anybody picks, between these two songs, I wouldn't care.
So it was that versus Not Gonna Cry. That's from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. Again, for me.
But she did
For
cry.
me. No, I'm not gonna cry no more. Like I'm finally standing up on my business type of thing.
Okay. Too late.
Like I'm done being just sad.
It's too late.
I don't know what that means. So,
No one cares at this point.
because that's why she says not gonna cry no more, meaning I have been crying, but I'm stopping.
I would take the heartbreak of a woman
I don't know what that means.
crying and sliding down a wall as a better storyteller.
That
than
is not what happens in Waiting to Exhale.
a
Have you
grown
seen
man.
that movie?
No, I guess she sets the car on fire.
Yeah,
at some
she sets
point.
his clothes and his favorite car on fire.
And she ends up in jail, right?
No, she does not end up in jail.
It's a great being a woman. But you can just
That's what I'm
burn
saying.
Stuff to the ground. And
But she gets left
go
for-
home at the end of the day.
The crazy thing
It's amazing.
is that's Angela Bassett's story because there's 4 other ladies in it. When she decides to move on and starts to date somebody else, eventually she's messing with a guy who's stepping out on his sick wife, and she's a white woman, and it sets Angela Bassett off because she got cheated on. The guy or the girl that her husband was cheating on her with was also a white woman, so she was like, "Fuck these niggas." It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. Anyway.
Thank you for the recap.
All of that recap was to say that I am going to choose Not Gonna Cry because I don't like the beginning of the Mr. Big saga. I only like that one song. So
Like I said, you pick whichever one. I don't care between those two. It don't matter.
okay,
I prefer the Down Low remix. So
okay.
it is what it is.
And they have something called Timeless Track. So for R. Kelly, they've got Your Body's Calling, 1994, and that is versus Everything by Mary J. Blige, 1997. For me, it's Everything. I liked the nostalgia. I liked the songs that they referenced in the song. I like the classic that they, I don't want to say sampled, that they sampled to make that song. I loved everything about it. For me. Again, it's going to be Mary J. Blige, but that's for me.
I'm glad it's for you because everybody else is gonna pick the R. Kelly song.
Why are they going to choose Body Calling, though?
That's
As a timeless classic for him?
yes.
Why wouldn't it be
Yes.
I Believe I Can Fly? Why wouldn't it be that one?
No one cares about that song. That
I
was a pop song. That's for white
What?
America. That song's for white
What?
America. It wasn't for us. It
Then
was
why
for white
wouldn't
America.
it be Grind? Why wouldn't it be Bump and Grind?
She could have picked that one too. He has a lot of choices.
I'm just saying, body calling and bump and grind to me kind of blend into each other.
Oh, me. I can hear it calling me. Oh.
I don't know why you're such a simp for him, but okay.
Wow.
Right.
And you're not simping for Mary J.
I
Blige.
absolutely am, because I am a fan of hers.
Okay, I'm not simping for her. I'm just letting you know what most people are going to pick. And it's going to be that My Body. Because a lot of people, especially my age bracket, was starting hunching at that time to that song. That's most of our hunching song. Or touching above the belt.
So by everybody, you mean just men?
Women too. I believe it or not, women too.
You don't think women are going to choose Mary J. Blige?
No.
They're going to choose R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think this?
All right. I wish we should do a poll. I'm telling you, between they're going to choose R. Kelly.
Do an informal poll. When you get back to the office, do an informal poll.
And then again, you might be right. It could be split. It could be women with Mary J. and men thinking of R. Kelly. You could be right. I'm just saying, I think more people can go to Bump and Grind. Is it Bump and Grind? Oh, My Body. It's calling me. My Body. Because we were doing a lot of promiscuous things to that song.
To me, I don't even think that song is like the biggest hit necessarily for him.
No, but it's one of his best songs.
Okay. I guess I just don't understand.
People pick that song at least in their top 5.
I'm not disputing he's not talented, because he's very talented. But I guess I just don't understand why his particular music is so much more esteemed than Mary's. I guess I just don't understand that.
It's not esteemed. It's R. Kelly started before Mary J. I want to say.
What's that got to do with anything?
I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. A lot of his tracks are a lot of people's love life. The track to a lot of people's love life.
But that's the same thing for Mary.
I think if you're older, if you were
I think the difference is that
adult.
Mary's is from a female perspective. It talks about the female plight in romance, and R. Kelly's doesn't.
And that's what I think it is. More people gonna put R. Kelly because R. Kelly's gonna put them in this place. People pick Mary J.
By
Blige.
people, you mean men. I don't think you're really accounting for ladies.
I think you're underestimating how much women will say R. Kelly too. Women will go with, when they think about heartbreak and pain, they'll go Mary. Mary got that all day. All day.
When most women think about romance, that is what they think about.
Okay.
They're not thinking about just sex.
Okay.
Which is what a lot of R. Kelly songs are.
Okay. All right, sure. You would know better than me. All right.
Okay. All right, next category is smoothest groove. We've got I Can't Sleep Baby, in quotations, If I, from 1996. That's R. Kelly. I don't know this song. And then
I know that song. I know a lot of his songs.
I know you do. And then
His
you got
songs
My
with-
Life from Mary J. Blige, 1994. Also a song I don't know. So for me, that's a toss-up. I don't know either of those ones. And I think that disputes your whole he started earlier than her, because that's around the same time period. I think he was bigger than her earlier.
People forget he started off in a group.
What's that got to do? Again, what's that got to do with anything? Mary J. Blige started in a group.
He started.
So did Mary. Mary started in a trio.
He started. He had bigger hits during their time period when it started off.
Okay.
He had a bigger catalog, and on top of that, he was writing for everybody. He was 90s R&B for male artists. Whatever you want to think, he was 90s R&B.
Mm-hmm.
You can argue all that you want. You can be upset about it. He was 90s R&B. Can't take it away from him. He was 90s R&B. They call him the king. He was the king of R&B for a reason. Think you're looking in from a lens of you. What were you listening to at that time?
Luther. Luther Vandross was on repeat. Peebo Bryson was on repeat and around this time.
So you weren't listening to whatever you wanted to listen to at that time. You were listening to whatever your parents were listening to.
No, I was listening to what I wanted to listen to.
But you were more into pop.
I guess I was more into stories.
So For everybody else,
People Bryson's not pop.
I'm just saying.
Neither is Luther.
For everybody else, it was R. Kelly.
Was it Levert? Was it
For the younger people, for the younger generation, for the younger
Levert,
people,
Sweat and Gill, LSG?
LSG
That's who I was listening to.
and
Boys to Men.
people will say he was killing them too. He was killing all of them.
But what I'm saying is like R. Kelly being like at the top for me coming up in the 90s that was not him.
And what I'm saying
was I
too,
aware of who he was? Yeah.
and I'm saying to everybody else, he was the pinnacle.
But again, I think you're everybody else's other men. Like I don't think
I think
you're everybody else's everybody.
I think because everything that's happened and all the things that he's been associated with, you just don't want to bring yourself to say it.
No, because
everybody.
I guess I didn't.
That's why it was so hard when people was going so hard for him when everything came out. Is because of that.
Trapped in the Closet is really what clued me into who R. Kelly was. That's when I started knowing who he was.
That's when I was like, okay, I can't. This is too much.
But for me, that's when I knew ridiculous. Who he was. That and when he started with the Isley Brothers. Because before that, I just knew him as the guy that was trying to mess with Aaliyah, and she was young.
And
like,
my
that's
thing
how
is,
I knew who he was.
Don't get it twisted. If R. Kelly had a concert right now, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care.
Oh, Babyface. That's who I would have thought would have been the king of R&B at that time frame.
The thing about it is,
or what's his face? New Jack Swing Man.
Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
They not saying they weren't great.
Okay.
They were amazing. Babyface was a legend and icon, but the 90s, his music was getting dwarfed by R. Kelly.
I guess for me, I feel like from my perspective, I feel like R. Kelly took off in the later half of the 90s, but early 90s were those other people I mentioned. For me, specifically for me.
And I'm telling you,
because like again, I didn't really know who he. I'll take that back. I think it was I Believe I Can Fly. That's how I figured out who he was.
And like I said, I think a lot of this is of what happened, and you're not a fan of it.
Also, I looked up the songs that we're looking at. He didn't write none of them for Mary J. Blige.
Okay, good. I'm just saying. I would be shocked if he wrote one or two. That's all I'm saying.
He wrote "Let's Get It On." That's for her for the Belly soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote that for her.
So that's all I'm saying is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whatever that song was, I like the remix to that song, not the original.
Okay.
To the R. Kelly song.
They got Best Throwback Vibes is the next one. That's Honey Love with Public Announcement. I've never heard that song.
Oh my God.
I don't know what that is.
Yes. I remember that song.
I do not know, but the music video is hilarious. And then Real Love, 1992. And again, for me, the one I know is Real Love. And these are both the same time period. This is the early 90s. This is both 92.
I'm going to pick Real Love too.
Oh.
But Honey Love was one of the songs that put him on the map. That's why he was able to go solo and Public Announcement Public Announcement actually became background singers. Literally.
I don't know who Public Announcement is.
They were his group.
Okay.
He was so way more gifted and talented that they just went to the background.
Okay, so you're saying he started with Public Announcement?
Yes. He started in that group, Public Announcement. But he was so far advanced and better than them.
I guess the other thing I don't understand.
They just became the Pips.
Was his prowess more in his writing ability? Because I feel like his singing ability is...
Everything.
Is fine.
Everything.
I feel like his singing ability is okay.
I'm going to be honest. Okay. R. Kelly can sing.
Yes, he can sing.
No, he can sing.
Sang versus
yeah.
Sing.
With no music, no mic, stand outside. That my mind is telling me no. He can stand outside right now and hit those notes perfectly without anything.
Couldn't most people from that time period do the same thing?
Yeah. But I'm saying to you, I'm just saying he can sing.
I know he can sing, but I guess I always took it that his writing ability is what set him over the top.
It's everything.
What's everything?
Producing, writing, singing. He did it all really good or amazingly. He did it amazingly. That's what I'm saying. But I pick Real Love.
area. Just
But I remember Honey Love. I probably was trying to do 5-part harmony to Honey Love by myself in my room.
I've never heard of Honey Love, but I've heard of Real Love.
I've heard of pretty much every song that he said. I've heard of. I've heard them, but it all in my childhood. All in my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. According to what
I also wonder if it's that East Coast West Coast thing,
it's
where
probably,
like a lot of East Coast artists weren't played as heavily on the West Coast.
and that's what I want to. That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, just like New York, you guys didn't get what was playing around the country. You got mainly was playing on the West Coast, West Coast artists. Just like New York. New York, all they played is New York music all day until like 12 at night.
I want to say it's the same thing probably for Florida, because like if you talk to anybody out of Florida, grew up in the 90s, Uncle Luke is huge. But if you're not from that area, people are like, who? Who?
If you're in the South, you knew Uncle Luke. If you get out the South, then yeah, I can see you being like, who? I can see
69 Boys?
Yeah. We played all that stuff on the music, on the radio.
I believe you. We watched that hip hop history thing, and he talked about how like
South,
one of the biggest DJs that helped to build up the South, build up Atlanta at the least. He came from Miami, so he's playing a lot of Miami music.
The South, we played everything.
Okay.
We played everything.
Okay.
We listened to everything. We can tell you the West Coast artists. We can tell you New York artists.
So when you say everything, if I named a pop artist, you would know who I'm talking about?
No, what I'm saying, as far as
Black
R&B,
music?
yes. I didn't go to the pop station.
That it wasn't everything.
Yeah, it was in everything. You know what I mean? When it's come to R&B and rap and hip hop, we played everybody. We played East Coast, West Coast, we played South. We listened to everything. Because we had to, because we were still trying to find our voice in music at that time. New York only played New York. West Coast played West Coast music, but then you guys probably played New York or East Coast, which is East Coast music. So you probably not. I can understand it and get it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And then again, according to what age you was, I can understand
but
it
I think
too.
you also have to factor in, you hung out around a lot of older people also.
Yeah.
So they also had their own taste, German taste in music. The rest of us were just listening to like the radio. You know what I mean? You said yeah. Okay. They got Feel Good Anthem as the next category, and you got Step in the Name of Love, the remix out of 2003 for R. Kelly.
Okay.
And then you have Be Happy, 1994, Mary J. Blige.
It's Step in the Name of Love.
I agree.
And here's the thing too. There's another thing. His original song was good, but his remixes were just as good as his original songs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they actually did remixes.
Okay, so the only reason I would disagree that his remixes were just as good as his original songs would be a little bit slower. All his remixes were for the club.
A lot of his remixes were slow songs too.
No, they weren't.
They were slow tempo.
Have you ever listened to the original Step in the Name of Love? It's much slower. It's a ballad. It's a much slower song.
It's like maybe 1 or 2 tempos slower. It's not that much slower.
It's much slower.
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard the original. Oh, I can't remember.
It is very slow.
I can't remember the original, so I'm not even arguing with you. I can't remember the original. Because
Okay.
every time I try, I just remember the remix plays in my head.
Uh-huh.
Step, step, side to side.
All right, we got Most Iconic Hook. You Remind Me of Something. 1995. That's R. Kelly. I don't know this song either. I don't know none of these songs. And that's versus Just Fine, 2007. For me, again, because I don't know the other song. It's going to be Just Fine.
Okay.
I don't know the other one.
Everybody else gonna be You Remind Me of my Jeep.
I don't understand.
I wanna ride.
You remind me
something
of
about
a
my
Jeep?
sound. I wanna pump. Girl, you look just like my car. I wanna ride it.
Why was this
Something like my
heralded?
bank account.
You look
I
like my
wanna
car?
spend-
You look like my car? You remind me of my Jeep? That's not
I
complimentary.
wanna ride it. Something like my sound.
I'm just saying, the writing for that particular song, I don't get it.
It just had to sound good. It didn't have to make sense.
Very crazy. Very, very crazy. Very crazy.
Now you just think, okay, sure.
They got something called Royalty Round. I guess it's just supposed to be their biggest hit. So you've got I Believe It Can Fly, which came out in 96. A fun fact, that came out for the Space Jam
Yeah,
soundtrack.
Space Jam
In case
soundtrack,
people
yeah.
did not know.
Yeah.
Versus Be Without You, 2005.
And that put him on another level. That put him
I
in another level.
understand the hype around I Believe I Can Fly, even though I felt like it was overplayed. I get it. But
if I can see it.
Be Without You, do you know how many people this united? Too Strong for Too Long? United so many people.
You know how many elementary schools sang I Believe I Can Fly?
I said united people. I didn't say forced to learn this song because of school.
You know how many elementary graduations sang the song?
You make it sound like these elementary schoolers chose the song. They did not choose the song. Grown adults chose that song.
Matter. You know,
I'm saying people of their own volition were united for this song.
I don't even remember mine, and I think we sang this song and probably a Mariah Carey song.
We definitely sang One Sweet Day. Like that was a song that got sung a lot.
No, we sang Hero.
We sang One Sweet Day, the song about funerals. We sang that one.
I never showed you all I wanted to say.
It was a sad song, but we sang it for graduation, and I don't know why. No, I should say promotion, because when you're little, it's not a graduation.
It's a promotion, isn't it?
It's promotion.
There's a hero. I was a stupid song. I was so mad. I wanted to fail just because of that. Just wanted to flunk.
Not fail. Okay, and that was the last song. I am scared to know what the next R&B Queen and versus Kings is. Oh, is it R. Kelly and Mary J. Blige Part 2?
It's not going to be close neither.
It is.
Part 2 is not going to be close neither.
All right, well, let's see.
Oh, God. Now we're going to
Kings
sit for an
versus
hour.
R&B Queens, R. Kelly versus Mary J. Blige, Part 2. Let's go.
Let's go. Public announcement. Yeah.
I know that one. Oh.
Oh.
They can say intros. This is him too?
Yes. Crazy, huh?
She wasn't disrespectful. In fact, she's 100.
Down.
Missing you like crazy. Step in my room. Oh, yes. 'Cause
I don't remember this song. I don't.
It's the same beat.
Slow down. I don't know the song either.
I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain peak up high.
I remember this song.
All right.
That
I think this will
song,
go faster.
that last song was him dressed. He was like in a boxer gear.
Okay.
In the middle of a boxing.
Was it for a
ring.
movie? Like a boxing movie?
I don't even know. Yeah, I think it's from a Muhammad Ali movie.
Oh, with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Okay, best debut. So this is their very first song that they ever put out for their careers. She's Got That Vibe with Public Announcement. I know that song. So like, oh, okay. And then that is versus. Oh, the music video to this looks hilarious. You Remind Me, 1992, which I also know, but I'm gonna give it You Got That Vibe because I was shocked that was him.
I don't care.
Okay. Most
No.
memorable intro.
A lot of this gonna be I don't care.
Okay. Most memorable intro. Sex Me. I do not know this song. 1993.
Baby, sex me. That's the only reason I know that.
And
'cause
then
the hook was
Reminisce.
so damn simple.
1992. I also don't know that song.
If you pick Reminisce, I won't be mad at you.
I don't know it. Best love song. Dedicated with Public Announcement, which I did know. Did not know it was him.
Oh, you knew that one? I can remember.
And then Love No Limit, now also 1993, Mary J. Blige. Yeah, I'm gonna go with R. Kelly for that one. Best storytelling, When a Woman's Fed Up, which was the dumbest song ever, versus Your Child. And I like Your Child, Mary J. Blige. It's a whole thing of like emotional cuts.
When a woman's fed up.
Next one is I Wish from 2000.
R. Kelly. Two in a row for me.
And that is versus Missing You, 1998. I do like Missing You, though. We also have Underrated Gem, Step in My Room, 1995.
I have no idea what that song is.
Me either. I feel like that is a shout out to Aaliyah. And then Slow Down, which I do know, Mary J. Blige. It's from her debut album. I like it.
Whatever. I don't care.
People's Choice, you have It Seems Like You're Ready, which seems
like you're ready.
so creepy now. That seems so creepy
Seems
now.
like everybody had a creepy songs back then. Everybody. And can I say, we knew the hell he was talking about. We knew.
Which
We
makes
didn't
it.
care.
I just feel like that's even worse that you're going to bat for him so hard. That you're like, yeah, I know he likes little kids, and I liked him for it.
I was a kid. I didn't know what the hell he was singing to.
Or you're like, I like kids too.
I didn't know who he was singing to. I wasn't old enough to put two and two together.
It seems like you're ready. What's the lyrics to this?
The lyrics are jacked up. All the lyrics to a song, if you listen to it and play it back now, is jacked up.
Okay. Go all the way. It seems like you're ready. It's just a lot of baby and girl, which okay.
I thought he was talking about you ready to have sex.
Yeah, to go all the way, girl.
Yeah, that's what we
It
thought.
seems like you're ready. But why would he phrase it like this? Is what I don't
Seems like-
understand. Look in the mirror.
Double entendres.
Don't be scared. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Double entendres.
What's the double entendre of that one?
He can talk. He been talking about ready for sex. As a little girl, I don't know. Shit.
Calvin. Calvin. As a little girl, I don't know.
I don't know. The hell's in his mind? I'm pretty sure I knew what was in his mind, but I don't care. I was probably 12 or 10 when these songs came out.
Don't be scared. I won't hurt you is insane. So okay, that doesn't.
I guarantee
neither here nor there.
You can go listen to a Boys and Men song and be like, that's kind of weird too.
Honestly, what jacked me up was the people who did Poison. What's their group called?
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Belle Biv DeVoe's song. I don't think it's Poison. I think it's another song, but he talks about how like you're underage and you're trying to come backstage, and it's a whole thing. And he likes it that way, and it's like, oh no, oh no. So
Sure. I don't even know what song that it could possibly be. Is that
okay.
Any Heartbreak?
No, I don't even know. Belle Biv DeVoe.
Was that Any Heartbreak?
I don't think it's Any Heartbreak. What's the other big song they're known
Backstage
for?
after the gym.
It's Poison.
Shit, I found out she was only 13. It was a young girl heartbreak.
Well, that one's terrible, but no, not that one. not that one.
Her daddy was the driver of the limousine.
That doesn't make sense. That's terrible. Do Me, Baby.
Do me.
It's that one.
9 o'clock on the Swatch watch.
It's not great. It's not great. And again, like you said, back then, no one questioned it. So, but anyway, yeah, seems like you're ready, which is terrible. Share My World, which I do like. 1997. In terms of storytelling, it's not bad. Good Vibes Only. Home Alone, featuring Keith Murray and Kelly Price. Don't know what that song is.
That's on the album R.
And that's versus You Bring Me Joy, 1995, Mary J. Blige. I also don't know this song.
I don't care.
Late Night Drive. You have Slow Dance with Public Announcement.
I don't
That's
remember that
1992. Either. Versus Mary's Joint, which I do know. That's 1994. Again, that's off of her My Life album. That's almost her like debut, if not her second album. Royalty Round is The World's Greatest. That's the boxing one you were talking about. 2001. Versus No More Drama.
There's no more drama.
Thank you. Because I was going to fight.
Actually, it's The World's Greatest. I take that back.
Okay, and that's it. Between the two.
I pick Chaos.
So ultimately, King versus Queen, you're saying King. You're saying R.
Yes.
Kelly.
It's not even close.
There was just so many songs we just said we had never heard of, but now it's not even close.
She might have been closer this round.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
But a lot of people probably say that it's not even close.
So crazy. Okay. Anyway, that's it. That is it for That Happened with Joe. Moving right along. Let's talk about A Killer Among Friends. We finished the series. We did 2 episodes. We watched, I don't even know, about a girl from Vegas. And then a dude who went down a train. I don't have the episode names.
Oh.
But I have their stories. Okay, so we watched
Episode
Secrets to Reveal. That's episode 5 of season 1. And we watched Friendship in Disguise. That's episode 6. So Secrets to Reveal. This is the story of Michelle Carson and her murder, unfortunately. The setup on the series is that Michelle Carson had a lot of close girlfriends. She had a pretty standard California grow-up experience.
Basically, she
West
bullied people to
Covina.
be her friends.
Now, one of her besties, this girl named Vicky, apparently they were in elementary school. She was like bullying her. And the principal was like, we arrest you guys for fighting or you guys become friends. And they were like, okay, let's be friends. And they ended up being like the best of friends. Moving into like their college years, Michelle and Vicky went to Las Vegas to go have fun out that way. It was just the 2 of them. Vicky comes home, Michelle does not, and that's where a lot of this kicks off. Michelle's parents get a call from the West Covina police saying, no, don't be alarmed, but we don't know where your daughter is. Like, people are reporting her as missing. And so, like, a search happens where they're trying to figure out what's going on. She was only 25. She was visiting Las Vegas with Vicky back in around November. This is around 2010. They were celebrating their upcoming graduation from their master's programs.
I thought they just took the test for their masters to figure out what program to try to get into, whatever. That's what she said. They just took the test.
Not for the master's programs. Their programs are done. They were going into their specialty fields.
So they were taking a test for something. Vicky was stressed out. So Michelle decided, hey, to get away from everything, let's go to Vegas for the weekend or whatever. So that's how they end up in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to get her, I guess, out of to relax and to not concentrate on school, just to get away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
So they took a road trip to Vegas. They stopped by another friend's house before they left, and then they hit the road.
Right. It's like a formal way to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And then Vicky recalls when they headed to Vegas, Michelle's on and off boyfriend was also there, and their conversations were really weird. The other thing was that Vicky just couldn't get it over her sadness. She didn't know why she was so sad. And she couldn't really have a lot of fun on the trip. She decides to head back home early.
So also his friend came, or somebody also showed up?
They don't really go too far into the friend.
But the friend was there. It was actually for them.
But they weren't all in the same room. Her and Michelle had their own place.
But it was still for them. She met the friend or whatever, and she talked to him for a little bit or whatever. I think she said what really spooked her is like she went to check on her friend to see if she was alive or something she was doing. And she said she thought she wasn't breathing, but she was breathing. Then she had a conversation with the boyfriend that was kind of eerie. And then Michelle came out and like, why you bother her? Just leave her alone or whatever. And that's when Vicky decided I'm leaving early. And she said, Michelle said she wanted to stay.
Right.
So.
But then Michelle is missing and nobody can find her. And the police alert Michelle's parents, and Michelle's parents start knocking on doors. Michelle's brother goes to Vicky's house and is like, hey, I heard you went to Vegas with my sister, but we can't get a hold of her now.
You're home and she's not.
Yeah, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I came home because I wanted to leave early. The last I saw her, she wanted to stay longer. Also, the boyfriend situation. So they're like, okay. I don't know how much longer after that it is, but eventually, unfortunately, they find her body in Las Vegas desert. 2 people that were practicing shooting come across her body. She has been burned and partially buried under rocks in the Las Vegas desert. And if you know anything about the Las Vegas, well, any desert, but particularly the Las Vegas desert, it can starch the body because it's so hot and dry. So, unfortunately, the parents find out that their daughter is dead, and now the search becomes who murdered our daughter. You remember any other parts?
Oh, so the family starts calling around. Everybody tries to call the boyfriend. He doesn't answer. They call the brother. The brother answers like once, and then he stops answering. The father calls
the brother, her brother, or
his brother,
the boyfriend's brother.
The boyfriend's brother.
Okay,
but then he stops talking to them, or he stops answering calls. They try to call the boyfriend's parents. They wouldn't take the calls. They were ignoring everybody.
The boyfriend is Justin Burns.
So eventually, after I guess a couple of months or whatever, Justin Burns' brother pretty much tells them, hey, he said he killed her.
Oh, he confessed to his brother.
I guess so.
Okay.
So then that's when the manhunt started. I'm sorry. And eventually they find him at his mother's house in Mississippi.
Okay. And he gets arrested there.
They get arrested there.
Okay. And they take him in. They find out that he strangled her to death and then tried to burn the body and then ended up partially burying it.
And that's when Vicky lets it be known that she said he was...
She said who? Michelle?
Michelle and that guy, Justin, was violent towards her.
That she suffered domestic abuse. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's go back. When Vicky finally confesses to the police that Justin was abusive, that's when Justin becomes a prime suspect.
So he hadn't been up until this point.
Hadn't been up to that point.
And then when she finally admits what Michelle told her.
Yes.
They're like, okay, well, let's get to Justin.
I guess Justin was a former basketball player.
In high
played
school.
for a nice Division I team.
He got kicked out of school, though.
Yeah. Oh.
I think he was trying to go to Fulton.
So they find him, they arrest him. He tried to plead insanity or something they say he was trying to do. At some point, he calls Vicky. And Vicky's like, why are you calling me? Whatever. And then she says, please don't ever call me again. And I guess she hangs up. And I don't know how much time he got. But the dad was like, he got enough time. But then he ended up burning himself alive and committing suicide in jail.
Burning himself alive?
Yeah. You didn't see that?
He set himself on fire?
Yeah.
That don't sound weird to you? That don't sound weird to you? That he sets himself on fire?
Okay. I didn't do the autopsy. I don't know. That's what they said. I don't know what happened. They said he set himself on fire, and he committed suicide. That's what they said.
Cal State Fullerton is a Division I school?
Yeah.
Oh.
In basketball, yeah.
It says he wrote a letter to Michelle's parents. The parents said that it was just him making excuses, that he was a troubled person, and really never took accountability of his actual actions.
Yeah, he tried to say he was crazy.
Interesting.
And he eventually killed himself in jail.
They don't think any foul play was in place. No, this says stab.
Well, the show said burn.
Either way, unfortunately, this poor man's dead. So, but yeah, that's how that ends. Essentially, the parents kind of get justice. I mean, he stayed behind bars the whole time. Every time he was up for parole, they would go to plead how he should not be paroled at all, how he's still a danger to the community. And they were successful every time. And then he took his life in prison. And then we watched the other one I said. Do you remember?
Of course not. I have no memory.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we watched Friendship in Disguise, and that is the Ron Baker, or the story of the Ron Baker murder.
Of Ron Burgundy.
No. Nope. So, early morning hours of June 22nd, 1990, hikers stumbled upon a body in the railroad tunnel in Chatsworth, which is a suburb of Los Angeles. This tunnel was once called the Manson Tunnel because the Manson gang hung out around this tunnel. I don't know why. Sure. If you don't know who the Mansons are, that's Charlie Manson. He had a whole cult, essentially, of a lot of women around him. He also he infamously murdered a pregnant woman in her home, and she happened to be like a top celebrity at the time. It was it was a crazy situation. And he said the devil made him do it. So because of that, there are a lot of people that are into the mysticals and the magicals, especially the dark sides of some
sorceries. They're in the sorcery.
Get interested in that tunnel. So for him to show up there, it was a little crazy.
To kung fu treachery.
The tunnel is marked with a cult symbol. All that really means is like anything that you would affiliate with the occult, it's that symbol and it's up there. Recognized that the victim had been brutally beaten. He had multiple stab wounds, and the throat was slashed. The medical examiner determined the body and noted that he had a rare blood type under his nails, and that he had been killed the day prior to June 21st. Victim was identified as through a missing persons report as 21-year-old Ronald Baker, aka Ron Baker, who was a junior at UCLA, who was studying astrophysics, which is not a light thing to study at all. And he had been reported missing just the day after his death. Baker was wearing a cross and a pentagram when he was found, and was involved in Amnesty International and interested in mysticism.
Well, he liked to go to Renaissance fairs. So they just put the two and two together and said he's in the cult.
He was a drama kid. So he also did Rocky Horror Picture Show. He did Ren Fair. Like, this is stuff that theater kids love. So he was very much into that. But he also was spiritual, is what they noted. So I think he was also part of like a spiritual club at UCLA as well.
It was part of kung fu treachery. That's what everybody said.
His parents also reported that they received an anonymous phone call that demanded $100,000 by 5 p.m. the next day for the safe return of their son. Not $1 million, $100,000. The Bakers called their son's roommates, Duncan Martinez and Nathaniel, aka Nathan, I don't know why that's an aka, Blaylock, who shared an apartment with him in Van Nuys. They said he'd gone to visit friends at UCLA. His parents thought the ransom demand was a prank because it was so out of nowhere, and they also don't have that kind of money. But then they got another call the next day, and they started getting concerned, and that's when they reached out to police to file the missing persons report. Investigators interviewed his roommates, Blaylock was out of town. Martinez claimed that the last time he saw Baker was when they dropped him off at the bus station to go to UCLA. Martinez told detectives that Baker was attending a meeting with a group of friends called the Mystic Circle. They searched Baker's bedroom and found a makeshift altar with knives, candles, and a pentagram. Police couldn't rule out the murder was linked to occult practices, according to their sources. We also have to note that this is 1990. Satanic panic, unfortunately, is still in full swing at this point. People who practice like Wicca or paganism, having knives, an altar, candles, pentagram, like other symbols like that, it's not uncommon. It's not necessarily nefarious. But we're in the middle of satanic panic, so all of this is bad.
Anybody who does sorcery.
Kung fu treachery. So, knives from the homemade altar were analyzed and found to have no link to the murder. I would think they would notice if there was blood on them. And at the same time, police noted that the murder occurred around the date of the summer solstice, which is an important date in mysticism. What a heavy sigh. Summer solstice is an important date for a lot of different religions, not just mysticism.
That's when the evil people get more power.
The solstice is when the new season starts. That's the solstice. When we celebrate first day of spring, first day of winter, first day of summer, that's a solstice. It doesn't matter. Anywho. They had somebody explain what the pentagram was. I don't know why they needed that. A pentagram is actually for protection, but when you invert it, that's when it's seen as something else, a little more satanic.
So, at his funeral, his friend Martinez, I guess, I don't know his first name. Duncan pretty much says something at the funeral and also helps carry the casket and everything. So, people are still looking for him, trying to figure out what happened, who killed him, this and that. All of a sudden, Duncan starts to go kind of, or pretends to go crazy.
What do you mean, pretends?
Sort of, kind of. He comes back saying, hey, I don't know, I think someone's following me. I think someone's trying to kidnap me or whatever. He ends up moving in with one of the friends. The lady with all the tattoos. Don't know her name.
Pat.
That's her name?
Hey.
Ends up moving in with Patty and her family.
Yeah.
While he's there, he tells her, hey, I think someone is following me. I think somebody's trying to whatever.
Okay.
They kind of ignore him, but try to calm him down. Then all of a sudden, Duncan disappears.
Okay.
They don't know where he's at. All of a sudden, they get a random call from Duncan. He's saying, I'm being held in North Hollywood in a warehouse. I think it's the people that killed whatever that guy's name is.
Ron.
I think they got me.
Uh-huh.
I think they're going to kill me.
I think you're making this up. I don't think that any of this happened.
How would you know you fell asleep?
I'm reading an article.
Oh.
This says when police went back to question Duncan again, he mentions that they went to a park to check for him, but apparently it was a park that he didn't really frequent, and that raised flags for them because of they're like, why would you even think to look over there? Because the tunnel's near that park.
No.
That's what this article says.
Okay. And I'm telling you what the show said.
Okay.
The show said
he pretended to be crazy.
He pretended to be paranoid.
Uh-huh.
Or started becoming paranoid.
Uh-huh.
He leaves Patty's house and they don't ever see him again.
Uh-huh.
They get a call. He's saying he was kidnapped by the people that kidnapped Ron.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in the North Hollywood area somewhere. Detective Garcia comes, I guess, because he's doing an investigation. He gets the tape. Because at that time, he took the tape and he went back to his precinct. Mm-hmm. They say they didn't hear from him for like a couple of weeks. Mind you, and also they're trying to get in touch with Nathan and they can't find Nathan. He's disappeared too. He's gone.
This article says that he was out of town.
Yeah.
And then when he comes back, he co-signs the whole "we dropped him off at the bus stop" thing.
I'm telling you what the show said.
Mm-hmm.
After this, they couldn't find Nathan. They don't know where Nathan is. So he does an investigate. He comes back and tells them, okay, what the call that he made, what did he say? He said, well, he was here in North Hollywood with us. He was like, well, that number checks back to Nevada. And Patty goes, well, they probably kidnapped him, took him to Nevada or whatever. He's like, it was from a bus station in Nevada. So sounds like Nathan might be on the run. That's how he became a suspect.
Okay.
So then, while he's on the run, they were like, has anybody heard from Nathan or whatever? They were like, no. So now him and Nathan become suspects. They're looking for him and Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
They go to his apartment or someplace and get his stuff, and they find a list of says get a new ID, change something, disappear.
That's in this. So this says Martinez tried to clean up the park revelation by saying that Ron would go there to meditate a lot. Detectives asked him to take a polygraph test and he flunks it. Then he lawyers up.
This is after they caught him.
He refuses to take it a second time.
Yeah. So
they think he's a person of interest. When detectives try to locate him to speak with him, they couldn't find him. Martinez, so Duncan, they couldn't find him. The Bakers apparently had some of his stuff because he had moved into the apartment with Ron. So they were looking through his stuff.
And that's when they found that list.
And yeah, Ron's dad finds the list. The first item was to get a new ID. The second one was to sell his car.
Yeah. The show didn't talk about all that part. That they say they interviewed him, and they pretty much told him that. They didn't say all this other stuff. They left all those details out to show.
This also says that in July of 1990, a friend of his contacts police to report that he's been abducted.
That was him. In the show, it was him.
He said he was being held captive at an LA warehouse.
Yes, that was him. In the show, they said that was Duncan.
And they determined that the phone call he made from that was from a payphone at the airport in Las Vegas.
At the bus station.
This says airport.
Well, they said bus station.
Interesting.
I'm just telling you what the show
said.
said.
But they're saying that Martinez was the one they couldn't find. You said Nathan.
Yeah.
So not Duncan. They're saying Duncan. They couldn't find Duncan.
Yeah, they couldn't find Duncan. They couldn't find Nathan either because they didn't know where he was.
Interesting.
So, fast forward, they're looking for Duncan. They're looking for Nathan. Not Patty, the other friends, his other friends, go to a Ren fair.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lady in a black dress and the bigger heavy set lady.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the Ren fair, and all of a sudden, Nathan runs up on them.
Mm-hmm.
He gives them a big hug, and they pretend that they don't know what's going on, even though they knew that Nathan, the police and everybody's looking for Nathan. Nathan was a suspect. And then the police show up at the Ren fair looking for Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they find Nathan at, but they find him.
Mm-hmm.
They bring him in. Oh, I take that back. They might have found what's his face first.
Nathan?
No.
Duncan?
Duncan. They might have found Duncan first.
Okay.
They bring Duncan in. Yeah, they found Duncan first. I forgot where they found him, but they found him they found him in Salt Lake, in Utah. They found him in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
They bring him in. Nathan's in jail at this time for something else. For something else. Nathan's in jail.
For a robbery.
For something else.
For a robbery.
Yes. So they find the Martinez dude.
They give him a king for a day immunity deal.
Yes.
Basically, if he can give them information,
so
they won't use it against him.
He pretty much tells him that Nathan killed
Ron,
and then they set up the whole kidnapping scheme to get money.
This is the other way around. This says that they had conspired to kidnap him first.
Yeah, they tried to kidnap him first. Yeah.
But then when they were going down the tunnel, Ron made fun of Nathan when he tripped on the tracks.
Because they were drinking, and he tripped on the tracks.
And Nathan snaps.
And Nathan apparently snaps and just starts stabbing Ron.
Yep. And then Duncan said he was in fear of Nathan, so he just went along with it. And then they tossed the weapon and their own clothes and went to a party.
So,
But
Mark,
he basically gets away with it. Duncan gets away with all of it.
Duncan pretty much,
He just walks away.
he got off.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Well, he gives a blood sample, and it doesn't match the blood sample that was under Ron's nails. But guess whose blood it matches?
So, yeah, he pretty much flips on Nathan. But the way they came up with the whole kidnapping scheme for ransom was they was watching like a crime show or something they was watching.
He screws himself over, though.
That's what they...
So Duncan basically got off. But in 93, he gets arrested for burglary in Utah. And LA detectives discovered that he has discussed his portion in Baker's murder, which nullified his deal. So now he gets to be prosecuted for it.
And the friends hate him more because he actually came to the funeral, said things at the funeral, and carried the body.
So apparently after Duncan had stabbed Ron, Nathan was the one that was like, make sure he's dead. And then Nathan sliced his throat, Ron's throat. They get Duncan and Nathan gets convicted and sentenced to life without the chance of parole. But in 2020, Martinez's sentence was commuted. He got released from prison. He doesn't have that. He's still serving.
Of course.
Oh.
The end.
Oh. I'm crazy.
The show left out a lot of those details. The show pretty much just told he talked to the police.
Okay.
Then he starts getting panicky and starts saying,
Who's he? Which one? Duncan?
Duncan.
Okay.
And people are following me. I think they're trying to kidnap me. I think they're trying to do something. He moves in with Patty.
Yeah.
He's saying all this to Patty.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he just disappears. He
Yeah.
leaves Patty. He disappears.
Mm-hmm.
They get a call. He's saying he was kidnapped and he's in the warehouse somewhere in North Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
Investigator Garcia comes, gets the tape, whatever, goes through it, traces the number, and it comes back to Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
A bus station. That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
He's still on the run. At some point, Nathan runs into a group of the friends. And at a Ren Festival, they come back to the Ren Festival trying to catch Nathan. Don't catch him.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, Nathan gets caught for something else. I don't know how come they didn't talk to him after that, but he gets caught for something else. They find what's his face in Utah. They bring him back, and then he tells the story.
Right.
And that's pretty much how the story pretty much ends on the show. And pretty much everybody hates him more because everything he did at the funeral.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
And so, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Craziness. Would you say that with these 2 episodes it was a killer among friends? I would. I'd say it.
Sure. The last one, they most seemed like roommates than anything, but I think he was actually friends with Duncan.
Yeah, he was.
And then Nathan comes in the picture, and then he kind of fades to black, and he pretty much finds another set of friends.
Mm-hmm.
And because they said the thing was he was supposed to go meet some, like you said, some people in the train, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Another group of friends. Because he was set to another group of friends asked him to hang out. He said no. So they thought he was going to hang with just some random people.
Right.
Yeah. Turns out it was his roommates who was setting him up to kill him. Well, not to kill him, to kidnap him, but then ended up killing him.
Yeah. And that was a Killer Among Friends. That was a TV series, Killer Among Friends. They had 6 episodes. I enjoyed it. Overall, I enjoyed it. I feel like the episodes were pretty succinct. They didn't give you everything, but they gave you enough to tell you a lot of the story, especially from the friends' perspectives.
I think yeah. So so that's why it was as detailed. It was the friends tell you how they felt in their reactions to what was going on at the time.
Very, very true. All right. You want to move on to Love that During Lockup?
During Lockup.
So we watched Love During Lockup. This is season 7, episode 5, Charm or Con.
Come get it.
The couples, you know what? They really didn't give us a lot of juicy couples, but they gave us some stuff. So we have Justin and Emily. That is the guy who is in jail for burglary, and Emily, our legal courtesan.
He started dating a girl who sucked dick for money.
We got Aisha, who is uncovering new truth about Mikhail, aka Michael's charges. You've got Damon, who is trying to juggle Bonita and Goddess.
Bonita Applebaum, you gotta put me on.
This is the guy who was like, yeah, I want to be in a polyamorous relationship. And then also Monique gets to step in there, and she gets a surprise visitor. So who would you like to talk about first?
Hogmalga.
What?
I don't care. Pick one.
Let's do Monique. Hers is the shortest. So Monique is in the middle of a gripe that she's got with her would-be boo,
Darius,
because she feels that he was out of line for not supporting her when she fainted and unfortunately had to cancel on meeting his family.
She fell out.
Okay. He thinks she made
Broke
it up.
all those people's good dishes.
He thinks she made it up. He's like, who fakes fainting just to get out of something? I'm like, that is wild that you think that's happening. But anyway, she's like, you called me a dumb bitch, and I need you to apologize. And he was like, I didn't say anything wrong. So, okay. And then,
in his defense, he really didn't say anything wrong.
How is she a dumb bitch?
He didn't say anything wrong.
How is that not wrong?
Because she's still there.
It doesn't make sense.
So he didn't say anything wrong.
We also learned that Monique suffered the loss of a child. She lost her daughter. And it's a very sad, tragic story about how she was on her own when all of this happens to her. But then she follows that by saying that this is why she's so careful about what man she introduces into her life. And I'm like, from what we've seen so far, you're terrible at picking them. What do you mean? Anyway, so Darius, meanwhile, is still going on and on about how, like, if somebody does him wrong, they better watch out because he's not afraid to throw these hands, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah.
I'm in jail. I ain't scared to stay or go back.
Which is crazy.
No?
Then he sends his cousin to Monique's house. She's in the middle of doing the interview.
I was hoping it was Darius to choke the shit out of her, but it was the friend.
Cousin. The cousin comes up, and she's on the phone with Darius while the cousin's there. And she's like, I need you to apologize. And the cousin's like, those are just words. I'm like, what is happening? Darius wants Monique to visit him in prison. He's dead set on this. Like, every time it's been brought up, she dances around the subject, tells him no, or makes plans, but then doesn't follow through. And he's like, if we're going to be real, she's got to be there. Monique is not going to no jail. She says she's going to make plans and arrangements to get down there. She ain't going to no jail. But the cousin also sides with Darius and is like, yeah, if you really love him, you need to go.
First of all, she's going to go because he kind of loves her.
Does he love her?
He kind of does.
Does he?
He kind of does.
Does he?
He kind of does.
How?
Because he said it. I kind of love you.
That's what he said?
Yeah. Then she's like, you kind of, or do you? He's like, you know what I mean?
Doesn't he also still have a baby mama he hadn't told her about? That he's also keeping in his life?
What he got?
He said he got a baby mama who's goes way back with him.
I know he got mental issues. That's the only thing I know he got.
This girl is crazy.
In jail time.
She's talked about how she's been in very violent relationships. And I'm like, you about to be in another one? Because what is happening?
First of all, she ain't got to worry about nobody getting a hand around her neck. Her neck too. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
Sorry?
You've been making jabs this entire time.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
I think this is crazy. Anyway, but that's where we end with the Monique story. Thank goodness the cousin leaves. That's pretty much it. We also have Damon, who's juggling Goddess, and Bonita. He's still trying to get Goddess and his mom to go to Bonita's place to get his stuff from Bonita. Bonita's kind of freaking out because she sold some of his stuff to make ends meet. But then she starts wondering why she needs to get his stuff ready. So then Damon is making calls. He's talking to Goddess, and he tells Goddess that, no, none of his baby moms knows that he's in a relationship with her. And she gets a little upset about that. But he's like, it's about you, and we'll figure it out. And then when he's talking to Bonita, she's like, why couldn't I get a hold of you? He's like, girl, they are playing all kinds of games over here with the phone. I don't know what's going on. Is my stuff ready to be picked up by my mom's? And she's like, why does your mom need to get their stuff? Aren't you coming home to me? What's going on with this? Why do I need to do this and do that? And he's trying to dance around the subject like, I don't what? It's not like that. Blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I will figure it out. Even notes that Bonita's crazy. Like, she will not let it go. She will try to figure out what's going on. And he's trying to beat her to the punch on that. But it doesn't look like he's going to get that far.
Bonita's dumb, but she's not stupid. Goddess is both dumb and stupid.
I don't know.
The end.
I don't know. So we'll see. We also have Aisha and Mikhail. Aisha's coming off of visiting Michael's land,
Michael.
his ranch,
Michael.
aka just random space. So
It's not a farm. It's just
land.
land where animals roam free.
So she thinks his aunt is mentally disturbed. She's old.
No,
She doesn't really know what she was saying.
I-
There's no way Michael is in the middle of a 3-strike rule where he's going to be in prison forever. That's not happening. Let me double check this for myself.
she act like the aunt has dementia or something.
She said she's in her 80s. There's no way she knows what she's talking about. I said,
But this lady sat
she
in a
corrected
car.
you. Anyway, whatever.
First of all, this lady sat in a car as hostage with just water all day
4 hours. 4 hours. Sun came up, some went down.
while you go chop in the woods into a trailer.
Yeah.
Then she looked you and Dan your eyes and be like, no, he got life.
She also said it's not Mikhail, it's Michael. So
You literally had a conversation with this lady. A
very sound of mind, lady.
very sound of mind conversation with this lady. I don't know why she thinks this lady ain't of sound mind.
She has a lot of things that don't make sense. So she packs
But
up
this
her.
is the lady with a that's buckling a doll baby in the back seat.
She packs her cabbage doll up, gets her bestie, and they get on the road to go to the courthouse to finally get some answers about what's going on.
And she gonna tell an 82-year-old woman she ain't got good sense. But she got a whole doll sitting in the back seat.
She gets to the courthouse and she asks for the public records for Michael's criminal history. And it is a very big stack. A huge stack gets handed to her. And she's like, what? And she's looking through it. And a lot of it is driver related. She's seen a lot of violations regarding him driving without a license, evading police, driving without tags. Like, a lot of that is going on.
Getting caught in the sting, looting police.
Oh, yeah, attempting to sell narcotics. It's a whole thing. But she doesn't care about none of that. She still thinks that he's been wronged in some way.
And this white district attorney lady.
No, she calls the former district attorney who helped to put him away. She asked for a meeting with this lady. This lady agrees.
And the lady's like, and she's retired, so what's the point?
I don't know what she thought she was going to get out of it. So she has a meeting with this former DA, and the DA is laying out why they did what they did, essentially, why they sentenced Michael the way that they sentenced him. Aisha's sitting there being like, the system is broken. The justice system is broken. She's acting like this meeting is going to set things right, and she herself is going to get Michael out of prison because of this meeting. No. But what she does learn from the DA is that, yes, Michael is a violator of the 3-strike law. He basically has to go to prison for almost forever, but he's eligible for parole, which means that he can serve this insane sentence from home if he's able to convince the parole board that he is not a threat to the community.
Meanwhile, that's the same thing that the older 82-year-old woman told her.
But Michael told her he's up for it in 6 months. The DA tells her he's up for it in 2 years. That's not the same time. So she's like, okay, well, thank you for your information. And then she gets a call from Michael, who she confronts and is like, you did not tell me you were in jail for life. And he goes, I told you that. I am confused because I feel like I want to believe Michael that he did tell her this and she just chose not to believe him until she was hit with the reality of everything and then was like, oh, what? What do you mean? And that's how I feel it went.
He told her. She was feeding the baby at the time when he told her.
I guess.
So she don't remember. Maybe she the one that got dementia.
It's a whole thing. So she's just like, okay. Well, I hope, that he's doing right by me. I hope that yada 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 blah 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 blahs. Michael says that he's being held against his will. The reason he's saying 6 months from now versus 2 years in terms of his parole is because there might be a loophole to him being eligible for parole sooner because of his what's the word? The lawyer he had wasn't a good one, is what he was saying. Like they didn't pursue something.
Basically, he got a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Then they somehow sent him back to court and gave him life.
He says they convicted him of one thing, and then they called him back to court for that same thing, and then he got a longer sentence, is what they're saying.
He got life.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. It doesn't make no sense.
Sound like he trying to claim double jeopardy.
Aisha's like, all right, boo, I'm here in your corner. It's like, okay. And then
I just like to point out that I don't know whether the producers told her to do this. She went to go talk to the district attorney, the retired district attorney, just to learn the same information that the old lady told her that was supposedly senile in her mind. And got the same information.
I think she was trying to she made it look like she was trying to confront this DA. Like, listen, you did my man wrong.
And DA's
he
like,
did those things?
Whatever. 3 strikes.
He did those things? Okay, well.
3 strikes.
Yeah. Which leaves us with Emily and Justin. Justin is still struggling with the fact that Emily is a sex worker for a living. Emily is starting to see that the amount of money she's making working out of the house, out of the Lego Cat house, is not as much as she was making on her own. So she's trying to supplement her income to afford everything that Justin needs. And she decides that she's going to go do some content in Vegas with another content creator who she meets up with. And they're in the middle of discussing of like what they're going to do for this scene when Justin calls. And she all but blurts out that she's about to do a scene with another content creator, which starts another fight between the two of them. Justin sees it as cheating. He sees her sleeping with this content creator for money as cheating, even though she's explained to him several times it is work. It is not romantic. There's no actual romantic intimacy. It is work. And she had just laid out the ground rules with him, with the content creator, of like what they were going to do, what was expected in the scene. And they both agreed like they were going to respect their own partner's wishes. So he wasn't going to come in her and they weren't going to kiss on the lips. Why these are the rules?
But she was going to have to kiss that penis though.
No, well, I don't know. Did they say that?
Yep, he said all in the face.
No.
He said take it in the face.
Calvin said that.
Okay.
Calvin said that because he was talking about the sling and
he was like, you get more money. You get more money for taking it in the face.
That's not what he said at all. So
exactly what he said.
No, it wasn't. So, but we don't even get that far because she's having this fight with Justin.
Take it in the face.
She also talks about how like basically they agreed on like $5,000 for her scene, and then there was a discussion that me and Calvin had about how much money she actually bringing back from all of that, because that's also not a lot from the numbers she was throwing out earlier about when she first started in the business and how much she was making. So she's trying to figure everything out. And spoiler, as of right now, she's no longer working out of that cat house. So I hope she's safe. I don't think a lot of people who join that cat house understand how much they're actually going to take home in their pocket, because it's not going to be as much as they think it's going to be, because so much of it goes back to the house, which I guess she figured out later. So, yeah.
The end.
You don't have anything to add about Justin?
No.
Or the fact that she calls him out on the fact that he's still talking to his ex?
Yeah, she called him out. Then she called him out and told him I'm gonna keep sucking dick for money. Because
I
you
found
don't
it
want this money on your
interesting
books.
that he said that she
And
was
that's it.
cheating, but he's the one that's cheating.
And that's it. So ain't too much to say. I don't understand the problem. I don't understand the problem. You man her with a penis in her ear?
In her ear?
She gonna keep taking penis to the ear?
I don't understand your joke.
There's nothing you can do.
I don't understand your joke. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand why you upset. This is how you met her.
That part I get. Like, I also agree. Like, she told you up front.
You met her when she was bending over before you met her. I don't know why you think she's gonna stop now.
Also, you're reaping the benefits of what she's doing. Throwing a lot of money your way.
And that's nothing. You was taking the dick sucking money the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So now what's the problem?
Or what do you think she's going to be able to do? If you tell her to stop, and she's like, okay, I'll stop.
I know what happened.
What money is she going to get?
I know what happened. One of them dudes, their prison or something, ran up on one of her videos.
Mm-hmm.
And started teasing him about it. That's exactly what happened. I have no doubt in my mind exactly what. Either one of them guards or somebody saw one of her videos and started teasing him about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't take it.
Oh, no?
No, I'm telling you, that's what happened. Because there's no way you go from being okay with her doing what she doing this whole time, unless it's just for story.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden you can't take it. It leads me to believe somebody saw one of her videos in that
scratching my throat.
in that correction facility, wherever he is. Somebody saw one of the videos, and now they throwing it in his face.
I guess what I also thought was weird was that the show interviews the content creator she's working with, and they leave in there that he primarily works with men. He makes 85% of his income doing scenes with men and about 15% with women, but he makes more money doing scenes with men. That's very interesting.
Yeah, because there's a whole demographic of people on the down low.
Yeah, but I thought it was interesting that the show kept that in there because it has nothing to do with Emily.
Why not? Good information, I guess.
Anywho, but that was pretty much it for
And
Love After
two,
Lockup.
majority of those people are in the Bible Belt because the Bible Belt is the biggest consumer of porn.
That is correct.
So,
Although some of the states are trying to outlaw access to porn sites.
not gonna happen
It has happened in some states.
in those states. Crime rate has quadrupled.
I don't know. Or people that got VPNs. Whatever happens. I was hoping to see more of the new couple. Of the crazy man. And his untainted prison goddess.
He's too busy crying.
There's previews where she's like, I talked to 24 men. And then he's having a fight with her on the phone.
And crying once again.
Oh, yeah. Indeed. Indeed. And then we've got the other couple. What was it? Kaylin?
Kaylin and
I want to say his name's also Justin.
Kaylin. And
But she wasn't in this episode either. There's no follow-up to that crazy lunch between her mother-in-law, future mother-in-law, and her mom. So we'll see what happens with that, I guess, when they come back.
apparently she's about to do a photo shoot or something.
A boudoir shoot. I'd want to do a boudoir shoot, but I feel like it'd be wasted. You do it for your partner, and you've told me on numerous occasions that you do not care. So
I like you booty butt naked. That's why.
that's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Anywho. Any other things?
Enjoy yourself.
Any other things to add?
Booty butt naked. And moving all around.
I guess I'm a little confused about her prayer. Well, I mean, it's love during lockup, but her priorities on all this, because she's really acting like she don't got no kids. Like I'm very
Yeah.
confused.
They all act like they have no kids. I don't understand why this one person is so offensive to you, acting like she don't have no kids. None of them act like they don't have no kids.
I guess it's because she has so many daughters, and her eldest daughter is showing, expressing concern, and she's just like, whatever. And I'm like, okay, all right. Interesting. That, and none of her kids look alike. None of her children look the same. Yeah. Yeah.
Seems like somebody need to start swallowing.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, any other shows you watching?
Apologies, that's supposed to be inside thought.
Any other shows you watching?
Pretty much I'm just watching a lot of Abbott Elementary.
Abbott?
Yeah. The Single Life new season has started, so probably watch that.
You're gonna watch that train wreck?
Yeah, probably watch the episode right after
Have
this.
you seen
and talk about it.
Spoilers. Have you seen any of the clips that involve what's her face? Usman's former girlfriend.
No.
She's got this black son.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. No.
What is her name?
Kimberly?
Kimberly. She's gonna do, her storyline involves something insane. And I don't understand why she agreed to put this in the storyline. Do you want to hear about it, or you want to wait to watch the show?
I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. So I won't tell you.
Okay.
But there's a lot of clipsage around this situation. Hopefully they say it in this first episode and it's not down the line. It's crazy. And it's, again, insane. So that's happening. I've been watching Fallout. I quite enjoy the Fallout series. I didn't think I was going to like this series at all, but I really, really like it. So much so that I kind of want to get into the game. I really like that it's a satire slash spin-off of actual historical events. Like, what would have happened if we couldn't get an agreement on certain things? What if the Cold War didn't stay a Cold War? It's very, very interesting. But also, like, the dynamics of people in power and what power means to these different parties. Like, you've got people that are like, power is only in fighting. Like, it's in the gun power. It's in how much we can destroy. And then you've got other people that are more politically aligned where they're like, no, it's about who you can convince and who you can influence. And you've got other people who are going the morality route and they're like, no, it's about being pure. It's about maintaining your purity. It's great. It's so good. So I've been watching that show.
Okay. Like I said, it
Love is Blind has dropped,
Is
so
it?
I need to watch the latest Love is Blind, Ohio.
and I guess we'll talk about it. Yeah, okay. We got a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got a departing lyric?
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines. Salt and Pepper, Heavy D up in the limousine.
Didn't you use this one already?
Hanging pictures on my wall.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to We Like That podcast.
So we like that.
Go ahead and click that subscribe button. You know you want to. And rate us 5 stars. I'm Javon.
I'm Calvin,
Later, people.
and we're out.